alone, isolated, and scared. I've felt this way for quite a while. You may be asking, why do I feel this way? Around third grade, my parents met this man named Kevin, and he lived at the Kensington Motel with his son, Jake. They were getting evicted, and my parents decided to give them a place to stay in the form of a tent in our backyard. Kevin would bike back and forth to work, and he was working getting his degree. There he is with that degree. One night, though, he was hit and killed, and it broke our family. We tried to get custody of his 7-year-old son, but the judge sided with us, but unfortunately, his aunt and uncle showed up, who he had never met in his life, and the judge said blood mattered more. Kevin's death became a major stressor on my parents, and my mom started to drink. My parents started to fight, and I was witness to this. They tried everything, including therapy and marriage retreats, but nothing seemed to work. For the next couple of years, things were okay, but most days were bad. Fast forward to April 2023, and my mom had a breakdown. She came home screaming, "I'm going to kill myself," and my dad sat and did. I decided that I needed to be the help. I needed to get my mom the help that she needed. I called the police, and they showed up and took my mom to a hospital in Livingston County. They told her to sober up, and then she could go back home to get her things. Once she was sober, she came back home, packed up her things and my brother's, and went to La Casa. I decided to stay home, but I felt alone. I felt isolated. After about a week of being home, I decided to go with my mom. Being at La Casa was such an eye-opening experience in the sense that I found out other people were going through the same things I was. I wasn't the only person in the world who had ever experienced anything bad. While at La Casa, I started antidepressants, therapy regularly, and I learned a lot of positive coping skills. After about a month, we went home and things got a little better. We had a lot of good days, I would say. But in October of 2023, my dad pushed my mom. That was my straw. I broke. I called the police again, and my dad got arrested. Dealing with the guilt made my anxiety and depression skyrocket. Overall, my parents are not bad people. They're just broken. Hurt people hurt people. They are actively getting help, and they're trying to make it work. Their perseverance is extremely commendable, and I appreciate everything they do for me. According to the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry, between 3 and 10 million children witness violence between their parents and caregivers each year. Obviously, it has impacted me, but it has impacted my mental health, increasing my depression and anxiety, that I feel like a burden to the people I love. My bad days reflected my grades and participation at school, and it has affected my ability to have a normal childhood. Although this sounds sad, I've overcome it. I take meds, I go to therapy, and the people I love make sure I know that I am loved. No matter what I've been through, they have always been there to support me on my darkest days and hardest nights. The school has also put things in place, such as sending out handle with cares to teachers to let them know that I'm having a bad day, providing safe people for me to talk to in environments where I can express myself and cope. I've also come to realize that childhood is not one size fits all, in the sense that there is no perfect childhood. What I've experienced may be different than other kids, but at the end of the day, there's no ideal standard. We're all just people trying to make things work. At the end of the day, every single one of you in the room are loved, no matter what you've been through, no matter what you've done. You are not alone. There are always going to be people there to support you and to get you through your bad days. At the end of the day, I'm more than a statistic, and I'm here for a reason. I believe that reason is to help others and to make sure that nobody feels alone. Thank you.